Alrighty. Well, hello everybody. Hopefully this is all going to show up right here. Today, we're going to do fans. We're going to do cooling on this thing. I don't exactly know what fans I want to go with. Yesterday I did a thing. We put these standoffs on here. When it goes in the cabinet, it's going to stand up off the floor. This will be hanging down, so less worry of anything getting into it. But I thought that was a pretty decent setup. Getting everything, all the holes drilled and tapped and everything for it. But it's basically how she'll sit on there. And then an idea would be kind of sort of like this. Staggered cooling fans. But I don't know if I want to go with the black ones or my usual clears that I buy. I order these things all the time. These fans. These are red. You got red LEDs in them. And do the stupid tie that they got on it. And of course we hide the wire properly before we do it. But basically I'll have the clears, their screen, their grills. I've got the grills for them. Then there's one for the bottom when it goes in the cabinet. There's one that goes in the bottom. It takes air in and blows it up against the bottom of it. Just don't know exactly how I want to do this yet. I think when the power supplies go in, I can leave 2.5 inches here for the low pass filter board to be mounted. So basically RF comes out of the amp into the low pass filter board, then to the back output. But this is basically what we got going on now. I did trim it down. Now I haven't tested it, but I trimmed it and I can see that it's not going to fit. I trimmed these down because they were way too long to fit in the cabinet. So I may not be able to put the fans on it yet. I may have to take and trim these legs down further. I do believe I'm going to have to. Maybe, maybe not. Those legs, by the way, have got holes at the other ends, and they'll mount right through the cabinet. Alright, let's see. Hopefully, I'll be able to, this is the first time I set it in here. It's gonna be perfect, I just want to see if it'll fit. It must be gonna fit. Sweet! And there's plenty of room in there yet. So that'll work. My micrometers worked. So I didn't measure this. I just kind of said, well, that looks like it'll fit. Obviously it will. Not by a lot. Get a little gap. But not much between the fan and the top. enough room for 2 power supplies here. It's gonna work out sweet. Got our face plate. Just gonna have our meter on it, and, you know, our probably volt gauge and stuff like that. I really don't care about none of that stuff right now. The main thing is get her functional before we put eye candy on it. Don't need meters and stuff to make it work. As I said, that's just eye candy stuff. But gotta repaint this top. I'm not happy with what the hell this was. E6000 was on it. Now the paint will stick there. Sand this whole area down and then reshoot it. So I like the flat black. But yeah, that'll fit like a glove. You know, I can't mount it any other way. You know, won't fit. Would have been cool, you know, off to the side. But even the primary heatsink is too tall. And being that the fins run this way, you know, I don't want to mount it this way because solid wall here, solid face, there'd be no airflow. At least when the fins are this way, you got perforations, top, sides, and everything. Air will flow back and forth this way. So, this will work out sweet. We're going to have 2.5, 3 inches of playroom back here. You know, plenty of room for both power supplies right here. That'll work out sweet. It'll be a tight fit, but it'll go. I might put the low pass filter board back here. That'll be a lot better than trying. I can see that I'm not going to have enough room for power supplies and a low pass filter on the sides. So, low pass filter will go back there. Put a 2500 watt low pass filter board in here. I can select what band I want, or put it on auto. Put a data jack on the back. On this, I built this. It's a mess right now. Put a data jack on the back, probably put it in there or over here. Right there, because I got stuff behind here. And then I could have a data cable that runs up to the Yaesu radios. It'll just automatically select band, you know, whatever band I'm on. I just rough wired that just to test. But where's she be? That's how she's gonna fit in there. For the most part. So it's staggered a bit. Same wire put in right. Okay. This one gets staggered to the front. I guess I don't need to put grills on them because when you close the top, it's got a grill. I just got to make the blades serviceable so they can be lifted out and dusted when need be. I don't know if I can have it that close to the side because of the taper. She's sweet. cherry pie. As I said, I have another fan at the bottom to blow air up. Miscellaneous different feet I put on it. Rubber feet. I don't know if I want it flat or have it so it's angled. Probably put it on a little bit of a pitch. Have a little bit of rake to it. But now I'm just rambling for a camera. Not getting work done. So I probably should just shut up and get some work done. That's today's update. She should be in a case by the day's end. Totally self-contained. Hopefully. See ya.